Good morning. It is Monday. Look, there's only one dog. Just one sad, little lonely dog. It's Monday after the holiday. My cord is twisted here. Hi, Edie. Oh, Gunner, come say hi to Edie. He's a little mopey. Gee, Guy, Ari. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Edie. I got a new shirt on sale at Athleta. So it's a Monday morning. I think a lot of places are observing the holiday today. Gina, I haven't seen you in a while. We're doing Barre-ish Bootcamp, which just means, as most of you know, using enough space to step forward, side, and back from wherever you're starting. If you have a mat, that's an added bonus. And hi, Steve. And then, of course, I'll be using my weighted bar today. My bar weighs 12 pounds. If you don't, I know, Gunner's a little mopey without Milo. He's over there just on his bed all by himself. He spent the evening with Milo during the fireworks last night over at Stephanie's house. And I think he'll be okay. I think he's just a little sad. Milo's back at Stephanie and Adam's house, at his home, where he has lived except for the last 6 months of his life. So, and I know, we're having a Milo withdrawal as well. So, if you don't have a body bar, you can also use dumbbells. I would recommend something around a 5-ish. You can hold those in your hands. If you don't have those, you can grab anything that weighs the same amount that you can hold in your hands. And if you want a body bar, if you still don't have one of these, I got mine from the Body Bar, and I have a discount code for that. I think it's 30% off if you need one. And then also Spry makes them, at spri.com, also has weighted bars, but not the end of the world if you don't have it. If you're watching this after the fact and not live on my YouTube fitness channel, thanks for subscribing and sharing and telling a friend and liking the video. If you're wondering how to get there, there's a link in my Instagram bio, which I also house all of my classes on my IGTV. So there's I think about 160 at last I counted. If you're working with any kind of an injury today, make sure that you stay on the first or second level of everything that I do. I'll build everything as we go. If you have an injury that you've seen a doctor for, make sure that you've been cleared to do this so that you don't aggravate it any further. I, of course, have a couple of towels nearby, which I highly recommend, and also a beverage of your choice. You know, I keep water in a fancy wine glass. So I'm still working the straw because it'll still be sensitive for a bit. So cheers from the right side of my mouth. Thank you to everybody who's been able to make a donation to my Venmo, my PayPal, my snail mail in person now that we can see each other. I appreciate it. And I'm also cool if you are not in a position to do that. Do not worry about it. Just keep working out and stay fit. So, having said all of that, I think we're ready to get started. So, after party. After party is going to be upper body with weights. I'm going to do my old school weight combination that I used to do in my bar classes in lots of places where I used to teach. So, that'll be right after class. So, feet hip distance apart, 10 toes facing me. You can wiggle your knees, bring your arms up to a V, press your shoulders down, then sink down to a squat. Here you should be able to wiggle your toes. Your tailbone goes back to where the wall meets the floor behind you. Squeeze underneath your armpits. This is your bottom position. Push down to come up to a V. Let's do that again. So sink down to a squat and up to a V. Do it again. Sink down for 2. Single counts here. So it's squat, up, sink, up. One more. Now forward fold. Either grab your elbows or let your hands fall to the floor. So either position works. Your knees are slightly bent. You'll straighten your left leg and bend your right knee. Sitting into your left hip. You go all the way up where your hamstrings into your glutes. Change sides. Straighten your right leg. Bend your left knee. Sitting into your right hip. You can wiggle all of your toes. Bend both knees. Let your head hang. Lift your tailbone up. Slowly unroll. At the top, shoulders down and back, both arms up. Forward fold, tailbone lifts. Unroll. 3, 2, do it again. Both arms up and forward fold. Unroll. You have one more fold to go. Both arms up. Fold over. Tailbone lifts. At the top, left arm reaches over to your right. Bend both knees. And up. Try the other side. Reach up and over. Single count. So reach and sink. All the while being able to wiggle your toes. Let's do 4 more. So sink up. 2 more. And then both arms up, forward fold. This time bend your knees far enough to get your hands to the floor. Step your feet back to find your downward facing dog. Looks like an upside down V. Your tailbone lifting up to where the wall meets the ceiling behind you. Your heels pressing into the floor. Your palms pressing into the floor. From here, lower your hips to any plank. So that means you can put your knees on the floor or keep them up. Either position has your wrists under your shoulders. Push down and lift your tailbone up to a down dog. Let's take 2 counts to come to any plank. So lower for 2 and up. Do it again. Lower for 2 and up. Twice more. Lower for 2 and up. Once more. And then hold your down dog. Both heels lift up together. Lift and lower. 4 more of a heel lift. Once more. Hold your down dog and shift your weight over to your right hand and foot and bring your left leg up until you feel the stretch behind your right leg. You can stay right here or bend your left knee and open your left hip. If you took the bend and rotation, straighten back out to your 3-legged dog where you can stay or lower your hips and bring your knee into your right elbow. Then over to your left elbow and back up to your 3-legged dog. You can stay here or lower down and come with me. Lower right, left and up. Do it again, lower right, left, up. 1 more if you're moving here. Left, hold your 3-legged dog and both feet to the floor. Down dog in the center. Then shift your weight over to your left hand and foot and bring your right leg up until you feel the stretch behind your left leg. You can stay right here or bend your right knee and open your right hip. If you took the bend and rotation, straighten back out to your 3-legged dog where you can stay or lower your hips and bring your right knee in to your left elbow, right and back up to your 3-legged dog. Stay here or come with me. Lower, left, right, and up. Do it again. Lower, left, right. Once more. Lower, left, right. Hold your 3-legged dog. Both feet to the floor. Down dog in the center. Then lower your hips to any plank. Hold here on your knees or not. Then try to bring your right leg up next to your right hand. Remember that your back knee can always find the floor. You can wiggle your right toes. Maybe you touch your right knee. Maybe you reach up with your right fingertips. From any position, come back to both hands down. Engage your core, then step your right leg back. Let's walk through that on the left side. Step forward. Maybe your knee finds the floor. Hi, Milo LaBelle, not the dog, but the person. Maybe you touch your left knee. Maybe you reach up with your left fingertips. See if you can wiggle your left toes. Both hands to the floor. Engage your core. Left leg steps back. That's your pattern. Try it slightly faster step. Reach or touch your knee back to plank. Step. Either way works. You can go slower than this. You can work with your knee on the floor. We'll go one more time, each side. Step, reach. Once more. Hold any plank. All right, if your knees are still up, now's the time to put them down. Release your feet and take your hips to your heels. For child's pose, pressing your chest through your shoulders. Round your back up and find your modified plank. Wrists under shoulders. You can stay here or bend your elbows a little bit or more or a lot. Either way, straighten your elbows, hips to your heels. That's your pattern. We'll make it flow. Here we go. Round up, hold or bend, and child's pose. Do it again. Round up, hold or bend. Do it again. Round up, hold or bend. Same thing. Round, hold or bend. On the next pass, hold your modified plank. When you get here, tuck your toes, push down to find your down dog here. Bring your knees back to the floor. Release your feet and hips to your heels. Child's pose. That's your pattern. We'll make it flow. From here, round up to modified plank. Tuck your toes, down dog. 1, 2, bring your knees down, child's pose. Same thing, do it again, round up. For 2, push down, lower your knees. Let's go one more time, round up, push down. Lower your knees. On the next pass, modified plank and hold here. Hold, tuck your toes, try to lift your knees. If you need to, put your knees back down. Otherwise, shift your weight to your left-handed foot. Try to lift your right leg up. You can hold here or bring your right knee into your chest. If you got this far, you can try to extend underneath your left leg. You can stay here or try to bend your elbows a little bit and straighten. A little bit, 2 more. And hold. If your leg is under, bring it back to your chest and find your plank. Now shift over to your right-handed foot and either hold or pick your left leg up and hold, or bring your left knee in. If you got this far, maybe try to extend underneath your right leg. Then maybe bend, extend. 2 more. Hold here. If your left knee is under, bring it back in and find any plank. Then lift your tailbone up to a down dog. Then walk your feet up towards your hands to a forward fold. Let your head hang. Tailbone lifts up. Unroll. At the top, grab your resistance and or a sip of whatever you brought to drink. I'm tired already. All right. Overhand grip on whatever you're using. So if you're using dumbbells, you're still holding them overhand. Feet underneath your hips. Hips underneath your shoulders. Shoulders down and back. Slowly sink your hips. So if you're using dumbbells, you're just holding them overhand in front of you. Then your bar, you're using that, just hangs in front. Single count squat. So you'll sink, push down to come up. Pushing against the floor, your tailbone goes back to where the wall meets the floor. So you're not locking your knees at the top. Hold here. Lower your elbows. Press whatever you're using for resistance up towards the diagonal. So where the wall meets the ceiling in front of you. Can you wiggle your knees? Bring your arms back down. We'll do one of each. 1 squat, 1 press. So squat, press, up. Do it again. Squat, press, up. Same thing. So you can work here in this tempo, or you can make it flow slightly faster from here. So sink, press, sink. Do it again. Maybe your left knee comes up at the top and then sink, press, sink, press. Let's do 4 more just because we can. Last 2, and then just a squat right here. It was starting to feel like a Monday to me. 2 more. Then your left leg, slow motion, diagonally back. Then tap next to your right foot. Make this a single leg squat. Back behind you, same leg. 1, 2, single leg squat. 1, 2. Now single counts here. Sink, tap, single leg squat, single. That is the combination of single and squat together. Single. Do it again. Squat here and diagonal back and squat. Do it again. We'll go twice more before we change sides. So sink, tap, squat. Do it again. Then feet parallel, just the squat right here. Keep your hands where they are. I just have an itch. It's driving me nuts. All right, shoulders down and back. We'll go from the top. We'll do the squat to press. Ready? 1 squat, 1 press. Diagonally, up to where the wall meets the ceiling in front of you. 2 more like that. Sink, lower, press. Once more. Now maybe flow, squat to press. Straight through. 2 more. Maybe your right knee comes up at the top. So sink, press. Comes this music up fast. Now just the squat. Maybe it did. I'll check it after we take your right leg diagonally back behind you slowly. 1, 2, tap, single leg squat. Weight on the left foot. Do it again slowly. So diagonal, push down, single leg squat. And then up tempo here. Sink, tap, squat. Do it again. What I call this on the other side, a skingle. Do it again. Weight of the left foot. The right toes are just like a kickstand right here. Do it again. We have 2 more after this one. Chest stays lifted. Belly button pulling in towards your spine. Last one. Parallel squat. Both feet on the floor. All right. Keep doing the squats. I'm going to check this tempo because it feels nutty. Let's see what happened. Oh, it's just 1 beat faster. I think I can leave it. If it goes up again, I'll switch it. All right, now as you squat, if you're using dumbbells, keep them by your side. If you're using a bar, 1 hand at a time. Flip your grip to underhand. Once you're underhand, you'll roll your bar up to your elbows and lace your fingers. Now if you're using dumbbells, bring them up and hold them across your chest. Feet wide, toes to the corners. Sink, push down through the middle of your feet to come up. You want to feel the stretch on the inside. Hold your hips, sink here. Little pulses, so pulse. Wiggle your toes. 4 more here. 1, 2, hold your pulse, heels lift up. Extend your legs and lower. Do it again. Sink, heel lift, extend up. Tempo here. So sink, press up. So working through your feet. It's summer. We wear a lot of flip-flops and bare feet, so make them strong. 1 more time. Now hip sink twice. 1 more. Both heels lift up together. Do it again. Now 1 of each. Sink your hips. Heels lift up together. That again. Sink, press. Now slightly faster here. Sink, lift. Working through your feet. Feel the floor. Then up tempo, straight through. Sink, press, press. 4 to go in 4. 3, 2, hold your heels up. Almost tipped over. Sink your hips, then lower your heels, wiggle your toes, push down to come up to parallel squats here. So if you're using dumbbells, keep your dumbbells across your chest. Let's learn the footwork first. Left leg steps back once. Other side. Do it again. This is just the first part. Parallel. Step your left leg back. Left leg again. 2 more. Then left leg steps back 1 time. Back again. Do it again with the turning to the side. Now parallel, right leg just steps back. 4 of these. 3, 2 more like that. Easy enough, parallel squats. Keep that in your head. So the first 2 step backs are turning to the side. Left leg, step back and turn. Other way. Now straight back on the left twice. Now your right leg steps back to the wall. Again on your left. Now straight back on your right twice. That's your pattern. Left leg, step back. And right. Twice back on the left, straight back. Right side starts. Again, step back right twice. That's your pattern. Parallel squats. So sink, press. We try that again for both of our brains. Left leg, step way back. And right. Now parallel back. Right side, steps back. Sink. And left. Straight back on your right. Now, just a squat. We'll slow this down. Not the step back turn, but the straight step back left. Slow motion, step, sink your hips, tap. Do it again. Sink for 2. Maybe your tap is a knee lift. Sink. And knee lift. This time it comes parallel, feet together. Right side, slow motion. 1, 2, tap or knee lift. 1, 2, tap or knee lift. Do it again. 1, 2. This time comes to parallel squats right here. So what's gonna happen, we step back once in a lunge to a knee lift or tap, and then feet parallel. That's how we reverse sides. Left side, 1 back slowly, knee lift or tap, and then back to parallel, right leg steps back. 1, 2 knee lift or balance, and now feet parallel, slightly faster here. So back, knee lift, tap. Other way, sink, knee lift. Remember that knee lift can be a tap right here, then parallel. So sink, tap, or knee lift, just a squat here. Now let's put that part with the step back, turn out. Sure, left leg steps back. Do it again on the right. Now step back left, knee lift or tap, parallel, right side steps back. Other way, right leg sink back, knee lift or tap, parallel, left side, sink, right, step back, straight, knee lift, right side, step back, turn out. Right leg straight back, knee lift or tap, parallel squats here. Did that work? Hey, Bridget. Is that Bridget or is it Louise? Let me know. All right. Keep that pattern in your head. I'm gonna start working that in. Breathing in and out as you push down to come up. Left leg, slow motion, wide squat. 1, 2, push down on your right. Wide parallel squat. This time on your left. And now hold your tap right there. Take your leg behind you. Squats here. Yes, I'm making your brain work on this Monday. Right legs, wide squat. Out for 2, tap. In now, press your right leg back behind you and parallel squats. So that's your pattern, but we'll do it all on one side and then we'll do the other side. So on the left, it'll be wide squat, extend behind. Here we go, left leg, wide squat here. Wide squat, tap or balance up, extend your leg behind you, wide squat. So you can tap right here in the middle and then extend behind you or knee lift, wide squat. 1, 2, push down, knee lift or balance back behind you. Single count here. Squat and behind. So tap or balance, extend, do it again. So squat, push down, extend, one more time. This time, hold your extension, hold. Now pulse your left leg up while pushing your left hip towards me, shoulders down and back. 8 more pulses. So 8, chest up, belly button in, moving from your hip. 3, 2, hold here, heel towards the hip, and then extend. Remember, it's not coming all the way into your hip. If it does that easily, then maybe you need to take your knee further back behind you. You want to grab the hamstrings, single counts here. So bend, extend, bend, 2 more. Hold your leg bent, knee out to the side, and pulse. Pulse, final 4 here. 1, 2, parallel squat right there. I know, has your right booty. We're doing all of that on the other side. But first, feet wide, toes to the corners. Little sorbet for your booty. I know it's a lot of different patterns that I don't usually do. It's good for your brain. Feet parallel. Squats here. So remember how this starts. Wide side squat, extension back. Slow motion, right leg wide squat. 1, 2, tap or balance right here. Extend behind you, flex your foot. Do it again, slowly. 1, 2, push down, baby balance. Extend, single counts here. Squat, push down, extend. On the extension, try not to lean forward. Try to keep your posture lifted, breathing in and out. This time you'll hold your leg back, hold. I'm gonna turn a little bit so you can see it. Flex and pulse your right leg, press your right hip towards me, shoulders down and back. Pulsing here for 4 more in. 1, 2, 3, hold. Now heel towards the hip, but not all the way in, because if it comes all the way in easily, yep, that means your knee should be further back. Grabbing the hamstring. Remember, the hamstring is a very important job. Single counts here. It's a support for the glutes to stay separate. 2 different zip codes. This time, hold your curl halfway in, knee to the side, pulse here. Feel your glutes and your hamstrings working together, but separately. 8, 7, 6, chest up, breathing in and out. Feet parallel squats here. Yep, you're welcome. Unlace if you're using a bar. Unroll. If you're using dumbbells, bring them down by your sides. If you're using a bar, flip your grip to overhand. Now we're all in an overhand grip where we started. So wherever you are, keep your squat, get rid of your resistance, out. Palms together. This is the time you can grab a sip and or towel off. I'm gonna do both. Whew, feels like summer. Now I'm watering. Let's see if I can sip on the way up. I guess it works. I just need a couple weeks of practice. All right. So you should be towards the front edge of wherever you're working. So we know this squat. Hands on your legs. We've done this, but not in a while. Left arm up. So left, then right, then both arms. Easy enough. Just your left arm. Then your right, both arms. Do it again, just left. Then right, then both arms. Last time, just your left. Then your right, both arms. Then palms together. Keep your squat. Weight in the middle of your feet. Chest up, shoulders down and back. Left leg steps back 1 time. Step back. And your right. My right hip almost gave out. As you step back, option to sink your hips. Sink. You don't have to, but you can if you like. Maybe reach up behind you. 2 more. Then squat. Left arm goes up. Then your right. Then both arms. Then left leg steps back behind, so it's reach. 2 more. Squat, left arm goes up. Then your right, then both arms. Step back left, right here. Step and right. 2 more. Left arm goes up. This is our last set. And right. Both arms. Left leg steps back for 4. Last 2, push against the floor. Parallel squats right here. Wiggle your toes. Last 2. Keep your squat, but take your feet wide. Toes towards me. Most of you know this. You can always stay here. I'll build this interval. You decide which level works for you. Hands go to the floor. Step to plank. Step back to wide. Push down to come up. Squats here. So you don't want to hold in the plank. We did that in the warm-up already. 1 more. Hands down. Step to plank. Step right back to your wide position. Push down, come up and squat. Do it again. Hands down. Step back. Step wide. Push down. We'll go 1 more time in this level. Step to wide. Next option is from your plank. You have an option to lift your tailbone, push and jump to wide, roll up, squat. Just squats here. So from the tailbone lift, you should feel like a down dog. You can push against the floor and jump to wide, or do the tailbone lift and still step to wide, up to you. Let's try it. Hands down, step to plank, tailbone lifts up, step or jump, roll up, squat, do it again, either level, tailbone lifts up, step or jump. Next option is to jump back to plank. Hands down, step or jump, push down, extra squat if you jumped, hands down, step or jump, push down. We'll do it again, step or jump, push down. 1 more time, any level you pick. Here we go. Step or jump, extra squat. All right, hold your squats here. Bring your feet parallel underneath your hips. Make sure you have side space. We're gonna use our lateral space here. Shoulders down and back. Step out left, then right. Do it again. So this is our basic pattern. This is something we've done before. It's kind of one-sided, parallel squat. So that's part of it. You've done the next part. It's a diagonal, left leg back. Sink down once, other way. Parallel squats. The next part, 2 more squats here. Left leg steps forward 1 time, then back and right. So this is your pattern. Your back heel pops up off the floor. Then maybe you sink your hips, arms down and up. Do it again. Sink, up. 2 more. Squat. Now touch your knees, knuckles up. 4 of these. 3, 2, keep your squat, palms together here. Okay, we have all the pieces. How do they fit together? We haven't done this pattern in a while, so get in your brain. It's 1 lateral lunge, 1 diagonal, then 1 forward, then just 1 squat. So let's do just the feet. Left side, lateral lunge once, together diagonal, together forward, parallel squat, right side lateral, diagonal right leg back, forward on the right, squat once. Let's do it again. Left side lateral, diagonal, towards me, squat once, right side. Now the tap as you come in could be a knee lift or a tap. Squat once, palms together, keep your squat. Now add arms. Arms are just gonna swing with the legs. Try it left, lateral lunge. Out, up, diagonal, forward. Squat, touch your knees. Right side, swing your arms with your leg. Diagonal, forward. Squat once. Left side, lateral. Tap or balance, diagonal, forward. Squat once. Right side, lateral. Diagonal, forward. Squat once. Left side, do it again, lateral. Diagonal, forward. Squat once. Right side, lateral. Diagonal, forward. Squat once. Palms together. Shoulders down and back. Can you wiggle your toes? See if you can talk. You should be able to talk, but not feel like it. You're in a gadget. Check your heart rate. Alrighty. We've done both of these moves already, but let's review. 2 more here. Left leg, step forward once. Then your right. Now step back on your left. Turn out. Then on your right. Step towards me on your left. Now step back, turn out on your right. Towards me here. So cross here, uncross, step back, uncross. Towards me, sink your hips. Step back, turn out, sink your hips, press down. Do it again, towards me, back. Again, step out, turn. Towards me, back. And open up as you step back. Center, parallel squats. Now, can we hook that together with our very first combo? Nothing in between, but the arms going up, then together, remember that? Then we step back and reach up here. 2 more, sure. And then forward, uncross. Step back, uncross, sink your hips, sink. Here we go. Squat, left arm goes up. Left, then right. Both arms. Step back, reach one arm up. Step back, push down. 2 more. And then step towards me, uncross. And then step back, uncross. Parallel squats right here. Can we do that much? 1 more time. Left arm goes up. Sink. Reach up. Both arms. Left leg steps back. Reach up for 4, 3, 2. Uncross towards me. Step back, uncross. Now hop or pedal right here. Hop or pedal. For 4, 3, squat. Left arm goes up. Sink. Up. Both arms. Step back left. For 4, 3, 2, towards me, uncross right here. Uncross. And back. Hop or pedal right here. For 4, or 3, 2, feet land together. Squat. Left, right, both arms. Step back left, reach up. For 4, 3, 2, towards me, uncross right here. Uncross. Step back, uncross. Hop or pedal here. 4, 3, feet end together. Right here last time. Sink, reach. Both arms. Step back left and right. 2 more. Towards me, uncross here. Uncross. Step back, uncross. Sink your hips. Hop or pedal here for 4, 3, 2, Finish with your feet together here. Just squat. Grab a sip of whatever you brought to drink. Check your heart rate. See if you can talk. If you're too breathless and you can't, that means you should bring your intensity down a little bit. If you're wearing a gadget, check it out. Feet wide, toes to the corners. Sink straight down. 2 more. Feet parallel, just a squat. Feet forward in your space. We're doing old favorite. Left leg steps back 4 times. 2 step back 4 together. 3, 2, right side for 4. So this step can become a lateral lunge to the back. Left side for 4. Step, bend the back leg. Front leg stay straight. Right side, maybe your arms swing with you. 2 more. Left side for only 2. 1 more. Right side for 2. Single side to side, so it's back. Up. Do it again. 1 more level. You can sink into your lateral lunge and your back arm can go up to the ceiling. That means you have to push a little harder to come up. We'll do 4 more from here. So this is 4, push down. 3, push down. Parallel squats. Again, see if you can talk. If you can't, if it's too breathy, bring your intensity down. Check your heart rate. By the way, see you've got a clean bill of health at the doctor. So it's just a message that this stuff really helps. Okay, 2 more squats. Both legs out to the side, toes to the corners. Sink, push down, chest up, shoulders down and back. Arms up, out to the side. Sink, press, sink, press. This time, left heel comes up, rotate right. Center, up, left, right heel up. Rotate left, left heel up, rotate right. Right heel, rotate to the left. Do it again. Left heel, rotate, right heel. We'll go 1 more time, each side. Left heel up, rotate. And right heel up. Center, 3 pulses down. So 3, 2, 1, together and out. So 3, 2, 1, together and out. Yes, 3, 2, 1, together and out. Your together can be a jump by pressing down. So 3, 2, push down to come up. 3, 2, push down. 2 more of any level. 2, 3, push down. Last time. 2, 3, just the hip sink, sink. Shoulders down and back. See if you can talk. Check your wrists if you're wearing a gadget. 1 more. Feet parallel. Can we do our combo? Again, wiggle your toes. You want to keep your weight in the middle of your feet, especially if you're feeling quad heavy here, like I do every day. All right, 4 more to recover. Remember what we do? 1 arm, both arms. Step back, then the uncrosses. Then the hop or pedal. Sure. 2 more squats to go. Hands on your legs. Left arm goes up. Then right. Both arms. Step back on your left. Reach up. And right. 2 more. Now step towards me. Uncross. Uncross again. Step back, turn out, uncross. Hop or pedal right here. So hop, jump, or pedal, step. Remember your feet finish together right there. So sit, up, both arms. Step back on your left. This is our last time. 2 more. Uncross towards me, uncross. Step back, uncross here. Here's your hop or pedal, last set. Hop or pedal, step or jump. This time, finish with your legs out. Squats here, sink, push down. 2 more. Add the arms if you're ready. Reach down and pull up, reach. Push down to pull up. We'll do 4 more to finish this set. 4, push down, sink your tailbone. 2 more. At the top, hold, left arm, down and right. We're using this as a cool down. Lean a little, knees are bent. 2 more. Feet parallel, hands on your legs, little squats. 2 more. Both arms come up, inhale, reach up. Hands on your legs, hold your squat, tuck your hips. Release your hips, tuck again. Release, tuck again. Come all the way up and stay on your feet. Grab a sip of whatever you brought to drink and or a little towel off. How does everybody feel? Felt a little like a Monday to me. There's more where that came from. All right, this is gonna be my sweat towel, and this is gonna be my lay on my mat towel. It's seriously laundry day. This may be one of the more pathetic towels in my closet. So stay on your feet and let your heart rate settle. Okay, well, have a seat, only if you're ready. I'll turn to the side so that you can see what's happening forward. Front leg and arm will be the arm and leg closest to your screen. Knees bent, feet flat on the floor if you can get them there. Come up to your extended position. Arms straight out front, half curl, 1, 2, right up on top of your butt bones. 1, 2, and up. Do it again. Curl down for 2, and up. All right, as you curl, arms to a V, you'll feel the increased resistance. Curl, reach, do it again, curl, reach, come on up, do it again. So curl, reach, on the next pass, you'll hold with your arms in a V, but press down underneath your armpits as your fingertips reach up. You'll feel this from your sides all the way into your core. Front knee can lift up, set it down, other way. Try to keep your chest lifted and your arms extended and your shoulders pressing down. Right. You're sweating out gin and tonics from last night, Edie. Well, I hope you had a good time. I had 1 White Claw last night. Now double pulse your knee up and pulse. Other side. Pulse. Terry and Adam and Stephanie are definitely out of my league when it comes to having a drink. So they brought the baby White Claw for me. As you pulse, maybe you rotate towards your knee. Up, little rotation. Arms out to the V. 4 to go, so 4, pulse. 3, pulse, shoulders are down. Breathe in and out. Forward fold, knees can be bent or any kind of lengthened position. Either way, release your low back. Actively separating your shoulder blades. Chin to your chest. Inhale. On your exhale, flex both feet, eyes up, shoulders, and then your body. At the top, you'll tuck your hips, fingertips out to the side to help you roll down. Once you're all the way down, bring your knees into your chest and give your knees a little rock, side to side. Ooh. I like to extend my top leg. Ooh, all kinds of, it's like a symphony in my spine. All kinds of activity. You can keep your knees both bent or extend the top leg, then come back to the center. All right, knees into your chest. Palms down, hands next to your hips. Untuck your hips, 90 degrees at the hip of the knee, belly button level to your pelvic bone, actively pressing your shoulder blades into the floor. This might be enough for you. If it's not, your front leg moves at the hip and back up on your back leg. for 2. So that's all the move is. The leg lowers from the hip joint. The knee stays bent. Maybe you take both legs at the same time. So 1, 2. Remember, you want your abs and your back to work together. They're opposing muscles. So as your legs lower, all you're doing is resisting the weight of your legs with your core. So it's not about how far your legs go. It's about whether or not you're creating resistance for your core. So exhale, inhale. You don't want to feel a sharp pain anywhere. Your back should feel like any other muscle working, but go only to your range of motion. Twice more, finish this part. And up, once more. And then chair pose and release. Roll your back, give it a little massage. So you always want to work your core all the way around, not just the front. Hold in the center, hands to the side of the hips. Untuck your hips. Chair pose, 90 degrees at the hip and the knee. Actively pressing your shoulder blades into the floor. Take your legs out on the diagonal, back to chair. So out on the diagonal, back to chair. So your diagonal is different than everybody else's because you pick the diagonal that gives you resistance in your core. Now take your thumbs up by your shoulders and extend your arms out on the diagonal at the same time as your legs go. Again, exhale. For 2, inhale. So if you need more resistance, you lower your legs on the extension. 1, 2, check it out again. So 1, 2, in. Do it again. 1, 2, try to stop at chair. I was overshooting mine. Try to stop in chair the last time. And release, bring your knees into your chest. Rock side to side. And hold in the center. Lots of abs today. Untuck your hips. 90 degrees of the hip and the knee. Belly button level to the pelvic bone. Palms up, arms to the side. So this is your start and end position. Shoulder blades pressing into the floor. Take your legs towards me for 2. 1, 2, back to the center, away from me. 1, 2, center. Do it again. Exhale. 1, 2, inhale. To exhale as you rotate from the center. Inhale, pull back. Exhale. For 2, inhale. If you want a little further challenge, you can bend your elbows and put your fingertips behind your ears. And suddenly you'll realize that you were relying on your forearms to get there. So as you exhale, press your opposite shoulder blade into the floor. Do it again. Exhale. 1, 2, inhale. We'll go one more time each direction. Exhale over 1, 2, inhale. Last one. 1, 2, center, and bring your knees into your chest. One more set of abs and then we stretch. My old favorite. Extend your legs up, cross your ankles, bend your knees to the corners, fingertips behind your ears, squeeze underneath your arms, lift your shoulders up here. Before we start our crunch, let's do a little pulse. 7, 6, squeeze under the armpits. 3, 2, hips and shoulders squeeze in for 2. Extend. Do it again. Inhale. Exhale. Hips and shoulders crunch together. Exhale, resist. Inhale. Exhale. Do it again. So you resist the weight of your legs. Your legs only lower as far as they need to create the resistance in your core. Again, on the next pass, hold your crunch. Little pulses in. For 4, 3, 2, and release. Both feet on the floor, heels close to your hips. You know what's happening. Hands at your sides. You can either grab onto your towel or your mat. Tuck your hips and push your feet down to come up to a bridge. That is just a diagonal line from your shoulders to your hips to your knees. Maybe you lace your fingers underneath and scoot your shoulder blades closer together. You should be able to wiggle your toes regardless of which arm position you're using. If your fingers are laced, unlace them now. Then lower your spine. Then bring your knees into your chest and cross one knee over the other. Grab your knees or a little further down and pull your knees into your chest. Breathing all the way in and all the way out. And then release. Change sides. Other leg on top. Either grab your knees or a little further down and pull your knees into your chest. Breathing all the way in and all the way out. And then when you're ready, release. Both feet on the floor. Front knee comes into the chest. Extend the leg only until you feel the stretch behind your front leg. Maybe your back leg walks out, maybe it doesn't. Flex your front foot, bend the knee to the chest, send the heel up. Do it again, flex, bend, drive it up. Once more, flex, bend this time, hold your leg extended, does not have to be straight. You just want to feel the stretch behind, front arm, anywhere on the inside of your front leg. Press your leg a little bit towards me, but only far enough. Oh, I thought my playlist ended. Maybe it did. You only want to feel the stretch on the inside of your leg. Press your back hip into the floor. Flex both feet. And then bend your front knee into the center. Front arm reaches out towards me. Back arm across. That was an odd number of minutes for a playlist to run. Take your knee away from your screen, reaching out with your front fingertips for a full spine rotation here. And then come back to the center. Change sides. Back knee comes into the chest, front foot on the floor. Extend your leg up. Maybe your front leg walks out, maybe not. Shoulders into the mat. Flex your back foot, bend the knee to the chest. 1, 2, send the heel up. Do it again. So you'll flex, bend, extend. One more time, flex and bend. This time, hold your leg up, only far enough to feel the stretch behind it. Back arm, anywhere on the inside of the back leg. So push the leg out to the side, but only a little bit until you feel the stretch on the inside. Then maybe it can go further as long as the front hip stays down. Then flex both feet. Push your heels out to the walls. Then bend your back knee to the center. Back arm reaches out, front arm goes across, and bring your knee over towards me, reaching out with your back fingertips. Breathe as you do this rotation, and come back to the center. Both feet on the floor, final stretch for the quads. Turn over, we did a lot of quad work today. Arms and legs extend all the way out. Front arm reaches back. Try to grab where your shoelaces would be. Heel to the hip to the floor. Maybe you bend your back knee and make a fist to rest your forehead on. Really try to get your front knee pointing straight out from your hip. Pulling the heel to the hip. Really pressing the front hip into the floor to open the quadriceps. Carefully release. Change sides. We're staying a little longer in the stretch today. Reach back. Grab where your shoelaces would be. Heel to the hip. Hip to the floor. Maybe bend your front elbow and make a fist. Make sure your back knee is straight out from your hip and that you're pushing your hip into the floor. Now try to keep it here and bring your front arm back around. Now try to grab on both feet where your shoelaces would be. If you're not quite here, work on it by grabbing your heels or your pants. Once you're here, push your feet into your hands and lift your knees. You will feel both quadriceps open. Option to lift your chest and open your shoulders. Breathe all the way in and all the way out. Then carefully release. Hands to the side of your chest. Press your chest up and take your hips back to your heels. You're welcome, Edie. Press your chest through your shoulders. Then round up to find your tabletop position. Wrists under shoulders. Tuck your toes. Round your back by tucking your hips. Push down and round your back and lift your tailbone up. Down dog, sort of. Walk your feet up towards your hands. Let your head hang. Lift your tailbone up. Unroll one bone at a time until your head is all the way up. Alrighty, that was your Barre-ish Bootcamp on Monday. I'm here this week on Wednesday. Then I have all sorts of horse show activities to do later in the week. So I'll be back here in 5 minutes for the after party. Then Wednesday this week, and I will let you know and keep you posted about the following week. Thanks, you guys.